Welcome back to Rishi Quant Research. I'm Rishikesh. So, as usual, before I move forward and I get you key levels for next week, let's go and take a quick review and see key levels for which indices and stocks worked perfectly in last week. So, let me share my screen with you and we'll take a quick review. This is Bank Nifty. You see 57,880 and 57,500. So that's how the key levels for this week have panned out. These key levels you can see support right here. Let me just you can see support support right here, and again you can see the support right here. So this is Nifty this is yes, this is Nifty. You can see resistance taken right here, and then with this consolidation below our key level, it was 23,965 our key level, but the consolidation was pretty large and below 23,965, and it was kind of stop loss hunting. And then moved up, broke above the initial key level 24,120, and then just missed 24,430. 24,430, yes. LNT, you can see perfect. This year you can see retesting of key levels, retesting of key levels after breakdown, and then genuine downward momentum. Hindustan Unilever, you can see right here liquidity sweep, and then price moving up and settled inside this zone. So 210, 2210 and 2155. This was a trading range for last week. Bajaj Finance, you see right here, you see resistance taken initially, and then with this candle, maybe in the Friday or Thursday, you could see the breakout, genuine breakout. Price sustained above 1020. Infosys, you could see this, and this turned out to be a, after that you can see the gap up opening just above 1005. That's how we come to know 1005 was a critical key level. So yes, this was initial downward momentum, seemed like a genuine breakdown, but price recovered with this green candle and sustained above 1015. You can see opening, this is open low candle, strong open low candle. If you could go to volumes, you can see the volumes also, and then the price moved above 1050 also, but settled at around 1050. That's why we come to know 1005 and 1050 turned out to be trading range. State Bank of India, you would see right here 1025 and 1035. This turned out to be great supports right here, and then again right here. Okay, SBI and then ICICI, you could see price moving upward, and price has successfully broken above this resistance. 1405 turned out to be a critical level. That's why there was an initial rejection from 1405, but price with this on last day broke above and sustained. Then we have TCS also breakdown and then recovery 2035. You could see with this one candle, TCS broke down on the July 1st, but on the 2nd of July it recovered and sustained above this, closed between 2135 and 2035. So net movement is sideways. Bharti Airtel, you could see price reversing and just resting, ending the week with few points shy of 1920. In all, upward momentum. HDFC Bank, good see. Clear cut range bound market between 790 and 810. You could see right here 810 and 790. So in this, what condors, condors straddles and strangles mid money. This is Reliance. Reliance also range bound market, clear cut range bound market. 1320, just below 1320 and 1270. So that's what the performance of our key levels this last week. Now let's get you the key levels for next week. So let's start from Bank Nifty. These are the key levels for Bank Nifty. You could see, take a screenshot of this. 57,970, 500, 59,825, and then we have huge drop 54,145. Nifty 24,595 will be crucial. If we get the gap up opening above 24,430, then in next week we may cross 24,595 and sustain above this. Then we have, just take a screenshot of this, okay? Yes. Then we have LNT. Yes. LNT is exactly at the key level. So sustenance of price above or below will decide the direction. Exactly. See the closing exactly at our key level, exactly at the key levels for next week. Then we have Hindustan Unilever. Yes. You see again closing just near 22,110, that is key level for next week. And this will be a choppy zone. Let me show you. This will be choppy zone. Okay. So price needs to sustain above this zone or below this for the momentum, and that momentum might come after the next week. Hindustan Unilever, then we have Bajaj Finance. Yes, you see these two key levels close together, 1035, 1045 will be acting as a resistance. So in Monday, if we get the gap up opening above 1045, then price may break through 1065 in the next week itself. Otherwise, you can expect choppy movement again between 1015 and 1045. Then we have Infosys. You can see price is exactly above this choppy zone. No, just below, few points below this choppy zone. Upper boundary of this choppy zone. Few points below the upper boundary of this choppy zone. So if you get the opening above 1050, expect the upward momentum. Okay. So Infosys will be interesting next week. Infosys is, you know, in downward spiral for a few weeks now, since 1st of June. Let's see if it corrects itself in bullish, if it shows us any bullish correction. This here you could the see the distances between higher highs. They are, you know, let me show you. This is distances between higher highs. And they are reducing. That means the momentum is dropping and it is almost the same. See, this is price consolidation, sign of price consolidation. So next week might be a sideways between 1070 and some of this, between some of this key level 1070 and one of these bottom key levels, and then we might see some correction in the next to next week. State Bank of India will show some corrections in next few weeks, bearish correction. ICICI Bank again 1430, price sustaining closing, days closing above 1435 will give us target of to 1485. That also if the price closes above 1435 in first 2 days of week by Tuesday, then we'll have 3 more days to reach 1485. So we'll need to see, depending upon the momentum, you can buy calls or just sell puts and stay on the moderately bullish side. If the price closes above 1435, your choice and your discretion, of course. This is not an advisory. Yes, you see equidistant key levels. So nothing much, either this target or this target, and the price is likely to remain in this zone. If the price takes support and goes above, and if 2135 price breaks above 2135, then we might see 2220 TCS. Then we have Bharti Airtel. Yes. So see right here, this zone will be resistance zone. Hard nut to crack. Okay. So you might see a correction, or you might see some resistance between 1920 and 1940. But on Monday, if you get the gap up opening above 1940 and followed by you get the bullish follow up next day or on that day, then we might see a huge momentum and see the price reaching 2025. HDFC. Yes, HDFC for last 2 weeks has been the sideways. Okay, so anyway, taking support from this 8110 will be your target. Below we have 790 or somewhere in between this. Okay, but upside you have 8110 target, and if the price breaks above this, you will see the 840 reaching. Then we have Reliance Industries. See, after this correction, there is a consolidation. Let's go and get the 1 hour chart. See the consolidation. So in Reliance, we may see some gap up openings on Monday, I think, and that too on bullish side, if I'm not wrong. Because when the Bollinger Band, you see, when the Bollinger Band squeezes to such a small range, you can see, you can expect a high volatility. You can expect this followed by high volatility, either with the gap ups or the momentum. So either way, Reliance will be volatile next week. But in 1305 to 1330 will be a choppy zone. So that's it from my side. I'll see you next week.